lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Do if you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line. Hard. Get it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successsul.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends, it might be flexed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, box drop. Yep.
24 is the mic. Get in the weight room.
Back to throw. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Go.
From the gun, Eason. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up third and 1.
And that's 50, plant.
Let's go one more. Double time. Even. 4th down. Even.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
We're scoreless after 1. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
To throw again, Eason. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Look at me. Go.
Check. Lucky.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Staley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Yes. Hey, wahoo!
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Staley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on first down. Eason. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
On the ground, it's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Mike, 58 right there. Tackles. 58's the money.
Go.
On second down now. It's Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Set. 70, Indy.
I'm coming for you, son.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now, the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Five.
24's the money.
On first and 10. Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Come on,
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On third down, Eason. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey!
Switch! 24 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Go! Hey, lock it! Big grip!
From the gun, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This is Spiller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run with Spiller, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's it, baby. You got it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run it again with Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
30 base. Stand off.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Back to throw. Eason. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Check back.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Staley. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ready?
On 1st down, Staley. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Staley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Eason, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Bears 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Spiller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
On the ready. Fair.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Staley. He's going to let it fly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Stanley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
52 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Now Spiller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stout troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. No, check that.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Right there, 56.
All day, baby, all day. Get it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on, set. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and that will write a finish to this ball game.